Hello, Mark. I'm Winnie. My student number is SO441021. I'm a junior. 陈慧纯.
I'm Mark. 卓玉伟. My student number is 41. I am junior at NCUE.
Hi, Mark. I'm Phil. Lin Jiaqing. My student number is 45, and I'm a junior in NCUE.
Hi, Mark. I'm Sherry from Yishan. My student number is 17. I'm a junior in NCUE.
So I'm going to ask the first question. Okay, my first question is, why could this murder case cause many countries to pay attention to? Mark.
I think maybe because first Amanda is a foreigner to the Italian, and also I think also it is made by the police. They want this be a spotlight to let others to notice this and like make a news, and they can do some great. Maybe like showing off how well they can investigate cases. I think.
So you think it's their intention?
Yeah, they made it.
Oh.
Try to make it big and make others to notice it, to have attention.
I think because the Amanda, she's from America, and also she's a student at that time, and she's an exchange student. So in Italian, when a foreigner killed another one, I remember her roommate, also an exchange student, right?
Yeah.
So this kind of news will be reported exaggeratedly, like in Taiwan, when some foreigners, if they kill Taiwanese or they kill foreigners too, the newspaper or the social media, they will report it because they try to let us people to pay attention to this kind of incidents, because we need to be alert to those people because they can be recognized easily. Yes, because they are foreigners, and I think the social media or the news can through this way to find a murderer more quickly, so they can find a true murderer. So I think this is the reason why they want to report it to cause a lot of attention, because they want to find a true murderer.
But how can they find a true murderer by exposing this news to other people?
If this kind of incident it get a lot of attention, a lot of people may also do some investigation, or they can make some voice, and then the prosecutor or the police, they can pay more attention to this case, and they will spend a lot of time to do this investigation, not like other incidents. Yes, and also it related by the human's lives, so it can be very serious.
You mean others will give some information or supposition to the police to let them have more thinkings on the case?
Yes, maybe the other people know. Maybe there will be a recording. I mean the camera in her room. I mean maybe someone will see the suspect walk into the room. Yes, and that point maybe the police and prosecutor didn't notice that. So if they increase this kind of incidents attention, they get a lot of attention. A lot of people will say, "Oh, I saw this man. He walked into this house. Maybe I think it can help to solve this case.
Okay, yeah.
So you mean they want to find some witness?
Yes, witness.
But if you just need some witness, then you just need to let those people who live nearby the house know this kind of situation. You don't need to make it international.
But at that time, that's the night, and some people might go to sleep and won't see the.
Yes.
And also perhaps those people want to get involved in this kind of thing. And if the news is reported very seriously, maybe those people will think, oh, maybe I should go to say something to solve the case. Because it's not just only their business, it's only concerned about you.
But I believe there are benefits of exposing this information, but I also believe there might be some disadvantage of doing this.
Yes.
Let others know many details about the case. I think there should be some disadvantage, but I just can't think of one. How do you feel?
I think most people that know this news, they are just watching this kind of like a drama. Only very few people they can help the case.
Only for entertainment. like
Yes.
fun.
Yes, and also I think why this case can be so famous is because it includes a lot of people from different countries. Like the victim is from England, so maybe those people in England, they would have compassion for the victim's family, so they would keep tracking this news. And for the suspect, Amanda is from America,
Yes.
so those people may want to maybe either help her or judge her. So yes, that's my point of view. Yes. And how about you?
Means, I think because they also they just came in a different country. Like Amanda come from America and her boyfriend is Italian, and Mirandis is a British woman. And some Americans will think that Italy is not a good place to go, and Italian will say that America is an evil country. Yes, evil country. And the three countries will argue with each other that it's your fault, it's not my fault. And also I have searched the internet that lots of people want to focus on this case because Amanda and her boyfriend is good looking. Like Amanda is angel face but evil heart. And Mirandis is a good looking person too. She's beautiful, so everyone likes to look at good looking person. So they want to focus on this case.
And I also think if the case involves the people from your country, and you would pay more attention to it. Like the case happened in last year. I think the actor's son in
son.
America. The Taiwanese actor's son in America, and he
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
he threatened to shoot his classmates.
Andrew.
Yes.
And
And because he is from Taiwan, so people in Taiwan would pay very much of attention to this.
yes.
now he's become a YouTuber.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's become
That's
very famous.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's really ridiculous. Oh.
But I think when you watch his video, you will find that he actually has a nice personality. When he was doing his YouTube's when he doing his videos things, you can see that he actually can be very nice.
So you like to watch his porn?
No, I didn't watch his video.
Really?
But I can find that he actually is very humorous, and when others are joking at her, he has also be very kind.
Oh.
Yes, I think he will become like this because the newspaper,
Oh.
social media can they keep reporting him
In a better way.
in a not a good way. They are trying to because they want to make some noise.
Yes.
They don't want to get attention, so
Yes.
they will keep reporting him.
Oh.
I can suggest you to maybe
Watch the video.
watching the video just for maybe 1 or 2 minutes. You can find that he's not like he's not very bad when we saw him at the TV.
Yeah.
You should watch the video first.
Yeah.
I have
How can you suggest? us
Yeah.
to
because
watch
I
it?
have been watching a few moments
Oh.
when I saw others YouTubers because they will also collaborate with other YouTubers.
Okay.
So and I found that he actually is not kind of such bad person.
So this shows us we are easy to be misled by.
Yeah.
I think maybe he really do something wrong, but maybe we can give him another chance because he's not. We think he's a very very bad criminal. He
Okay.
may be just a kid because he's also very young. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really,
Young guy.
he is at our same age, I think.
No?
Oh.
I think he's younger than
It's
us.
like junior high school student.
Senior.
Oh,
Senior.
I
He's
think,
younger than us.
Senior.
I
He's
think
younger than us.
he's 19 years old.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
Yeah, so he's younger than us,
But his
But
age is
just
close to us.
very
Very
similar.
close.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and he's have good muscles.
Oh, yeah,
Let's
right.
not
And you don't.
relate
And you
it.
don't.
So
Okay.
would you suggest Amanda to become a YouTuber? So maybe people would for you.
No, Amanda is a writer now.
Yeah,
Really?
he's a
Yes.
reporter and a writer.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You do some research about
Yes,
her?
I saw the information on the Wikipedia.
Oh.
Does her career related to his misfortune?
No,
No, I think no.
she wants to maybe restart.
Okay, my second question is, what is the main reason why Amanda can be acquitted?
Quit.
Wait, you mean release?
Release. Oh, release.
Oh, okay.
Oh, why is the main reason? I think because the evidence is sufficient. I think
Is
sufficient.
oh. Insufficient.
Yeah,
Is the evidence is so she can be
no,
released.
the evidence for Amanda is sufficient. Oh,
You mean
I
to
mean,
prove,
can I be?
Or
to prove she is innocent?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I be right? I don't know. Yeah, the evidence is not enough to prove her
Yeah.
wrong. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I think the main reason is the crucial thing is the evidence. Yeah, the evidence, because we learned that there are many experts says there should be that print, the fingerprint might contaminate to other things. So it's not so sure that the print on the knife is really Amanda touched the knife. Maybe there are some other things have the print and then contaminate the knife.
Yes.
Yes. So I think it's the evidence, insufficient evidence.
I'm agree with Mark because when the prosecutor wants to accused of Amanda. He trying to find any way, anything can make him can make Amanda be a criminal. So he tried to find everything. Also the DNA, also the knife, also a lot of things maybe in her room. But at the end, he should just be released because the evidence is not sufficient, and also the DNA is become contaminated. And I think this is the main reason. Yes.
Yes. I have the same opinion.
we have the same
Yes.
opinion.
Because later on, more and more experts they point out that those DNA, when they are accumulating those evidence, they didn't change their growth. So maybe those,
Clothes.
yes.
We know.
Clothes.
Yeah.
Yes. So maybe when they touch this, they also touch that. So maybe the DNA is not on the knife. So when they touch something that is belong to Amanda, they also put her DNA on the knife. So yes, I think they need to improve their investigation.
Yes. In my opinion, I think the main reason is that Amanda's family is really rich. Because if you want to go to the other place to judge that I'm innocent, you need lots of money. But if you don't have lots of money, you can't say that I'm innocent, and you can't make reasons to refine the case that how that refine the evidence. Yes.
Yes, that's also a very crucial.
Yes. So and also the DNA didn't have point out that's Amanda's DNA, and then she's innocent.
So I can think how despair one can be if he or she has no money and to be in like this position of Amanda.
Yes.
Yes.
If she didn't have money, she will be in jail
Yeah, he will in jail forever.
forever. Okay.
It's right. It's
Maybe 10 years or 20 years, you know,
20
she
years,
has
20
been
years. Okay.
changed her parole.
Yes.
Yeah.
My third question is: if you were Amanda, how would you live in the future? How would you feel? Like, future afterwards.
Me?
Yes, Mark.
I think, well, it is hard to be a
Common people.
yeah, be a common people because everybody knows you. So I think I would like take advantage of my reputation. Even if it is whether it's bad or good, I will take the advantage of my reputation and do something. Like I think Amanda's recent career is reporter, you say, right? Reporter, a writer.
Yes.
I think that's a good move. Good move because by her reputation, everybody can know her. Yeah, I think I would just maybe be like her and do something. Need reputation, need to be seen, need to be new. Yes.
And me, maybe I was go to travel around, to settle down. I will go to travel around to look around the world and maybe to release my pressure.
Are you sure you
But-
want to travel around the world?
Yes, people around the world
Know you.
already know you.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
mean,
you will be again in
not every
place like this.
country, not every country and every people will know you, okay?
Okay.
Yes, maybe you go to some countries
And Asia.
in a
Asia.
very, very rural area. They didn't have TV, so they even don't know what happened, you know.
Oh, okay.
So you can only go to those countries.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
not.
those like
I mean,
the
not-
third,
not-
the third world.
Although it get a lot of attention, but not everyone will know this thing. So maybe I will go to travel around and look at landscape, look at good scene to make my emotion can get recovered. And maybe maybe after a few years, I will go back in my country, hometown, and I will do a lot of things. Maybe I will open another store to get restarted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can help me to transform the emotion.
Oh.
But maybe I would suggest you never go back to Europe.
Oh.
Maybe yes. Maybe I will try not to go to Europe for travel. Yes.
I think
Yes.
it will be dangerous.
Yeah, maybe go to the Africa or the
Africa?
yeah.
Okay.
Especially never go back to Italy.
Yeah.
Yes, because people there hate Amanda very much.
Yes.
Yes. And as for me, I think I would do just the opposite. I would stay home. Yes, like as long as I can, and maybe wait for a few years, and for people to forget about me, and maybe they would find a new target to
Focus on.
yes, and then I would change my name. And
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, you change your
Oh,
name.
yes.
Yes, I would change my name and maybe do a plastic surgery
Oh my god, this is
Oh.
very over.
and live a completely different life.
So
Yes.
you need to do a big plastic surgery
Yes.
to change all your face, right?
Maybe
To
not.
change to the extent that others cannot recognize you.
Yes.
And
Maybe
that's
not
what you do.
every part of my face,
Yes.
but some parts of my face.
Yes,
Yes.
that still will be very huge.
But we, my family has a lot of.
Oh, that's the point.
Ah.
That's the point.
Yes.
Okay. For me, I'm a little bit same with Sherry because I will stay in my house in silence and I will live alone with community, and also I will want to have some face surgery and I want to dress myself in another style, like I can have a haircut and I have made some makeup on myself, and but I still want to stay in silence and don't want to communicate with the other words. Yes, because all I need to take care of is my family. Yes, and not stay with your beloved family. Yes.
And I think in the documentary you can see that Amanda really changed her hairstyle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. She said that she was blonde, right?
Yes.
And I think he dyed her hair.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
From.
Okay.
And the next question.
Okay. I have a question that when the police caught the man escaped to Germany, and the black man say Amanda is not the killer, and I want to ask why did he say that? Because that will just give more suspect on him, because he is definitely involved in this case, because he can tell that Amanda is not in the case, is not killed. So there is some relation with him, between him and the case, right? So why he said this?
I think maybe when he got caught, you say after he get caught, he said the first sentence is like this.
Yeah.
Maybe I think he's not be prepared, so he said something about the truth.
Oh.
So maybe he's a real murderer. So at the moment you were scared and you will say something like the real things, the truth. So he say Amanda is not a murderer because he is, and I think that's the reason why he will say that kind of sentence.
But if you are unprepared to be inquired, maybe you would say that I don't know anything. You wouldn't say that I only know that Amanda is not a killer, right?
Yeah,
But I remember that the conversation is between the suspect and his friend.
Yes,
So maybe-
it's actually not an investment.
Yeah, so maybe he's not in that situation to be asked. Maybe he's really relaxed, like talking with his friend, and like, you know, I know the truth, but I won't tell you how I know it. You know, I'm so great, I know the truth. Like talking to a friend, talking about gossip, like that.
So you mean that he's just maybe saying his own opinion? Oh.
To his friend. Maybe because that's the I remember it's the conversation between him and his friend, right?
Yes, that's
Through the phone call.
yes, that's possible. Yes.
what do you think?
I think this this kind of judgment, maybe his own opinion, make him become very like in danger.
Yes.
Yes, because he is like defending Amanda.
Yeah.
Yes, and it makes him have some relationship with her. Yes, so I don't know. I think this is very strange. It is also the part that impressed me the most. Yes.
I cannot figure out the second reason. I mean, I can think the only reason is that he knows that the truth. So he just can't say that kind of word. If he don't know everything, he will just say I don't know. But he do really know something, so he would just say that kind of word.
Yes, he must be related to the case, or else if you are someone that is not related to the case, you would say, I don't care, I don't know anything, and this is not my business, or something like that. You don't need to say something like defending the killer. Yes.
I think because police and prosecutor and media spend too much time focused on Amanda and say Amanda is the murderer, and that person is just stupid, and he just think, oh, it's not Amanda, it's me, and he just say, oh no, it's not Amanda, and not thinking too much, and he just say the truth. So he didn't think about the future. He will be accused. Yes, he just wants to say the truth because he didn't think too much. Because he seemed like why everyone wants to focus on Amanda, not another people.
Oh. But if he is the real killer, I think he would not say that. He would say, oh, it's true that Amanda is the killer, to protect himself. To say something like that.
Because if he said, oh, it's true, it's a little bit fake. Because we didn't have lots of evidence saying that you are there and Amanda is killed. Like,
But he can be one of the crazy crowd. Yeah, she's a killer. He's a killer.
but Amanda's boyfriend will protect her, I think.
Really?
Really?
Will say, oh no, it's not Amanda, it's you, it's not you. It's like a drama.
Oh.
Just like drama.
I just guessed that.
I don't know. I think his boyfriend is very
A jerk. he's really a jerk.
You think so?
Why make you think so?
I just guess.
You just guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guess he is a jerk?
Yeah, I guess.
How come you have that kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you
that
see-
kind of thoughts?
Since Amanda is the jerk.
I don't know. I just think. I guess.
Okay.
By his face, your face judging people.
Oh.
But I think he's just a innocent,
People.
innocent boy or
Cute.
something.
Accused man.
Yes, because
Unlucky.
they say you don't like him.
Oh.
I mean, he's a
Unlucky.
unlucky.
Oh.
Unlucky. Okay, because I think he doesn't have many girlfriends. So,
Oh.
and the first girlfriend he got, and he get into this kind of situation.
Oh.
So that's very poor of him.
Yes, very cool.
Yes. So the next question.
Okay. Well, we can imagine that it will be very hard for Amanda if she's innocent and still in prison and still be thrown in prison and be shot and hit by the police. And I want to ask you, how will you feel if you are in Amanda's position? Feel?
I will feel very upset because nobody believed me and nobody will stand on my side. All the people, the crowd, the newspaper, the social media, everyone do not believe me. And I have to confess about those bad things what I have never done. I think the emotion is very awful. The mood is very awful, and I will think, what happened to me? Why this world will treat me like this? And maybe I will consider to suicide, just like Amanda in the video say. But I will try to keep positive side to watch everything. Also in this kind of situation, I will try my best to keep positive.
Okay. And I think I would feel, if I were Amanda, I would feel that my life is so miserable. Yes. And just like what she said, I want to prove myself that I already can take care of myself. But when you are in the situation like that, alone in prison, maybe you would find out that actually you are very helpless. Yes, like a child. Yes, very helpless. You just want some people to help you out of this situation. Yes. So maybe me too. I would try to commit suicide. Yes.
There are two people there.
But you just say
There are
that.
two
But
there.
I would not do that.
Oh.
I will keep it positive.
So you would give it a thought, but
Yeah.
you would not do that.
Yeah, that is a thought.
Yes.
I have a lot of thoughts.
Yeah, you have a lot of thoughts. I know.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Right.
If my family come to me, maybe I would not commit suicide.
Well,
Yes. And how about you?
I will feel shocked at first, and I don't know why this thing happened to me, and I first will be very upset and couldn't know how to do. And then when I show in the public, I will shout loud that I'm innocent. I'm not a murderer. Why you all judge me? Judge me, I'm a murderer.
But the crowd would say, "You are lying.
Yeah,
You are a
you're a
liar."
I said, if they say I'm liar, I say you're a liar too. I'm not a liar. I'm innocent. I'm innocent actually because I'm really an active person. I don't want to stay in the prison and can't talk a word. I want to speak loud and make others focus on what my
Emotion.
behavior, my emotion.
So
Yes.
you would
Be very furious.
Yeah, serious.
Yes, and I will say,
Rage.
I will just hand my hands on. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. This police, this prosecutor, this media just say the wrong news, and some people will think much to this case that if I'm misleading to the media, and they will think I'm innocent too.
She will act like this.
Yeah, I
you would have a
Shout,
fight. You would have a fight with the crowd.
fight. Yes, you don't need to hit me. Just if you just catch me, I just want this, and you can lie on the floor and say I'm innocent. I'm innocent.
I think maybe it helps. Maybe.
So how do you think?
But sometimes I think that's useless.
Oh.
Because if you say something wrong, and they would get it and get you. You say something wrong.
So you just need to-
They would use this point to fight you.
Oh, so you just need to say one sentence. I'm innocent. Okay, I'm innocent. You're
How
wrong.
do you think?
I think the situation of Amanda Knox is very, to me, it's very invulnerable. It's invulnerable to me because if I feel hopeless, I will, just accept the situation. I will accept the situation and maybe just be in jail and be a quiet person, very quiet, and just be there and accept my destiny, like being in jail and being misunderstood. I think to me it will be like that.
Really?
Maybe I think.
So you would accept all the sentence?
I think it will gradually happen. It will gradually happen to accept the thing, and I won't have the. I will have the desire to like we need to shout out to say I'm innocent, but I don't think I will do that. I don't think I will do that. Maybe I'll just be very quiet. I think this is too ridiculous to the point that I can't react anything. Yes. To me, it's going to be like that.
But don't you think that it's very unfair if you being put into jail for something you didn't do?
Yes, it's unfair, but there are a lot of unfair things happening in the world, and I think not only her. I think there are more and much more other miserable cases.
Yes.
Because Amanda Knox is better. She's in a wealthy family and can help her to get rid of this, but maybe others can't.
Yes.
Maybe there are many of people like what I think, what I do, just accept this because they don't have the power to fight back.
Okay, and I will ask next question. How do you think about people's reaction in Italy? Why do you think they will come out this kind of situation? Reaction.
I think most people they are just like what I say. They are just watching this case like they are watching a drama. So they just follow the news like for entertainment. Yes, and they just don't have other things to do. They just
Want to watch drama.
I think they think this kind of action is very fun.
Oh,
Yes. So, what do you think?
Me? What's the question?
Why do you think people's reaction will act like this?
Italian.
Because I think it's not their business, so they want to face the problem or face the case in a more leisure and desirable way. It's like it's just join it and be a part of it, but in a way that will make them happy, make them exciting. Like shout out, wow, she's a liar, like this, and make them feel really like they are in part of this and feel good. Feel good for entertainment and feel good.
Maybe they think they are the justice.
Yes. I agree with Amanda's one word today. One sentence. She said that they like to watch monster and they want to point out that you are a monster and I want to see you be a monster, and they are fear that the community, the society is not quiet. They want the society is really complex, and so they want to, just like Sherry said, want to watch the drama and want to see what would these people add afterwards.
For me, I think people just want to find a murderer and try to convict her. And no matter who this person is the real murderer or not. Yes, I think. So, what's your question, Sherry?
My question is, in the documentary, what parts of it impressed you the most?
Oh, impressed me. I think is the when the late part. When we know she's released from the judge, and she go back to America, but they just said she came back to Italy and again because they convict her, and that was very shocking. I think, what? She's already released and she's judged by the jury said she's innocent. Why she have to go to back the court again? This is very ridiculous and very unpredictable.
What impressed me is when Amanda said that the police hit her and forced her to say something didn't happen. I think this really shocked me, and I don't like. I really the situation is scary. I think it's scary.
For me, I think it's that the less DNA points out that that's not Amanda's DNA, and at first I judged Amanda is the murderer, and when the DNA is released, I said, oh, she's not a murderer, so I'm really impressed this plot.
You are very impressed by the outcome.
Yes.
Other thing.
And the part that impressed me the most is what we mentioned before. The real murderer say that the killer is not Amanda.
Oh.
Yes, that makes me really confused. Why did he say that? Did he want to protect her or something?
Oh.
Yes, so I was very impressed.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Our discussion is over. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Mark.